Hi everybody and welcome to Stamping with Tanya Badalka. Today we are going to make this beautiful Christmas card, and it is the exact same card that is in the mini catalog. So this catalog is our fall occasions catalog that is now valid from December till December the 31st. So on page 20, I'll just show you in the catalog. We will be using this whole stamp set and the dies that coordinate with it. So it's called Words of Cheer Bundle, and if you purchase the stamp set and the dies together, it is a 10% savings. So the two in Canada would cost you $63.75. So we're going to copy this card right here. So I will go through a couple things with you. So to cut these things out, I use the Stampin' Emboss machine. And to get this image in the background, what I did was, this is just on the card base, but I did this in my monthly stamping group, and so to make it a little bit easier for them, just in case they made a mistake, I cut a piece for the top that will fit overlay like this. So this measurement is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or sorry, by 5 1/4. So 4 1/4, so sorry, 5 1/4 by 4. And I used the Versamark ink and white embossing powder and the heat tool to do this. So I stamped the image here and here using this image out of the stamp set. Okay. Now, with the soft sea foam, I used these letters right here. It says happy, and then the background one will be the mint macaroon. And I'm also using the Blushing Bride ink pad to stamp the Christmas, which is like this, on a scrap piece of paper. So let's get started. So I've already done my embossing, so that is the easy part. We can put this together. We'll just basically assemble this. So I've placed some dimensionals on the back of this to place on my card base. So let me grab these off of here. So this is a beautiful card right from the catalog. I cased it just exactly how they have it there, except for I'm just putting this extra layer on the card. Okay, so there, I've layered it onto my card base. So then I'm going to take my white Tombow glue, and I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper, and I am going to place this down here because I'm going to place my glue on the lighter, on the soft sea foam, and I'm just going to place a couple dots. You don't need a lot of this glue. Use it very sparingly. Don't worry, it is super sticky. So if you have anything a little bit more delicate to do, this is easier to do it like this as opposed to doing it with the tape runner. So I'm just going to grab my little tweezers here so that I can grab this, and I'm going to place it over top like this, in the middle as nicely as you can. Sometimes these get a little stretched out when you take them out of the die, which is okay. So there, that is adhered. So then to adhere them to your card, this little happy, I'm going to place little stamping dimensionals here on the back because they fit nicely. You can also cut apart the big ones. Whatever you have in your stash will be just fine. And I want it to be really secure. I don't want it to have any loose options to come up, so going in and out of an envelope. So when you're sending this in the mail or whatever, it doesn't catch. So I'm going to glue this in the middle here of my card. And then in the dies, this is the large star and this is the smaller star. And I cut both of these, I cut a set of each. So you're going to need 3 big ones and 3 small ones, and you're going to layer them together using the Blushing Bride cardstock. So I've already glued them together with my white Tombow glue, like this. And then I'm just going to place a little dimensional on the back of each star. So this is a pretty quick and easy card too once you figure things out. So I'm going to just take my backings off and place them as I go. So my first one was down here, kind of tucked under here. Then my second one was at the end over here. And then my third one is kind of right here. And then you could leave it like this, but it just kind of looks really plain. And in the catalog we have the jewel basics, basic jewels, and you can take them and place them on your cards. And so this is a little bit that I have left. So on the side, these ribbon ones, I just snip them apart. And I'm just going to place them in the middle here with my Take Your Pick tool. Oh, and I got two there. So there's one. So there. Ta-da, as my kids would say. So really pretty, very easy to do. I hope you've liked today's card. And please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up on my videos so that you can be aware when our next video is. Oh, and I forgot, you can leave it as happy, or I have a little Christmas here. So happy Christmas. I forgot about the sayings. Oops. So I like everything on dimensionals, so I put a couple on the back here, and I'm just going to tuck this at the bottom there. This one I placed it on the happy. It's totally up to you where you place it. Both is fine. So this is stamping directly on the card base, and then this one has the little bit of depth onto a different base on the card, okay? So both very pretty, both very different. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed today's little card video. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day crafting. Thank you for joining me.